We all know the ultimate goal that basically every NBA fan wants. We all know what the media wants. We all know what the players want. We all know what LeBron wants. We want somehow for LeBron James Sr. and LeBron James Jr. to step foot on an NBA court together as teammates, and from there, I mean, the sky would be the limit. Seriously, how cool would it be if we actually watched an almost 40-year-old LeBron throw an alley-oop to his 19-year-old son? That might break the internet, if the internet is still around. However, before any of that can happen, LeBron James Jr., aka Bronny, of course, needs to reach the level of a top NBA prospect. And that, guys, of course, is the topic of today's video. So what's up, guys? Mike here, and yes, we are going to take a deep dive into the question, is LeBron James Jr. just a social media star whose highlights get tons of views because his dad is an NBA legend, or is this kid really a future special basketball player? Well, it has always been very clear that LeBron James Jr. has talent. By the age of 10, Bronny was already an internet sensation as his highlight videos on YouTube easily racked up millions of views. Soon after, college scouts would begin to offer him scholarships. There is even a rumor that he received a scholarship offer at the age of 2. And now that LeBron James Jr. has finished middle school and is going to be playing high school basketball, things have only gotten crazier. Lately, it seems like we've all watched Bronny win championship after championship, become the focus of countless news headlines, and continue to consistently dominate basketball games. I mean, the first time LeBron James Jr. dunked became a trending topic in mere seconds. That is how famous this kid is, and really, this level of fame is no surprise at all. The reason I say this is that this is LeBron's son. The greatest player of our generation actually has a son that looks like he's talented enough to not only become an NBA player, but go further and become an NBA star? Yes, it is possible. LeBron James Jr. could become a star. But of course, with that statement, we have to ask the question now, is all of this hype deserved? Before we break down LeBron James Jr.'s game, though, I do want to put into perspective just how large this hype has grown. As of right now, Bronny currently has scholarship offers from Duke and Kentucky. He has an Instagram account that gained 1.5 million followers in a single day, and most importantly, is currently ranked as the #2 recruit on several scouting websites such as the Naismith National Youth All-American Report and MiddleSchoolElite.com. It is this current national ranking that I think is the perfect transition to bring us to the discussion of LeBron James Jr.'s game, because this #2 ranking shows us just how much Bronny has grown in the last year alone. Because headed into this season, a lot of sites had Bronny ranked in the 20s or lower, and there were quite a few people who believed that even those rankings were too high. But as LeBron Jr. has continued to work non-stop at his game, it has become obvious to everyone watching him that the kid has reached a new level. A level that he has climbed to on the basis of both natural talent, but more importantly, absolutely elite basketball skills for his age that came from hard work. Each and every day, it seems like Bronny is getting better, and the world has taken notice. In fact, high school basketball scouts and one former NBA All-Star, you know, guys who are around basketball for a living, have said some very promising things about LeBron James Jr. And guys, before we continue, I want to say thank you to Honey for sponsoring today's video. And if you don't know what Honey is, well, we all love saving money, right? I'm going to assume you said yes because everyone does, and that is exactly what Honey helps you do. I personally have had Honey downloaded for over a year, and it's because there's no reason not to. Honey is a free tool, completely free, that you download to your computer, and then whenever you're shopping online, Honey scans coupons from all over the internet so you can get the best deal. So again, Honey was just designed to save you money, and if you don't believe me, well, I do have 2 testimonials from people who have used Honey, and Julian has said, hey Honey, I just saved saved $20 on my flight for the summer, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys so much. And in the Google Chrome store, we find a 5-star review that says, I love Honey. I use it all the time when I'm buying online at Pizza Hut. I just saved $40 off my original order of $70. I would totally recommend. Which means, guys, to wrap this all up, Honey is very easy to download. All it takes is 2 clicks, and it works on over 20,000 websites. So if you want to start saving money, download Honey right now. The link will be in my description. And from there, just go start saving money. And now let's take a look at those statements. First off, we have Evan Myers, a scout from 247sports.com. Myers recently wrote, James showed impressive feel for the game and incredible poise for his age. He was unfazed by the circus-like environment around him. James has a smooth shooting stroke from 3, competed on both ends, and played with energy. The idea of projecting a rising freshman is difficult, but at this stage, the 2023 guard is tracking as a future high major prospect. Moving on to Rivals.com, Eric Bossy observed, I first saw him last summer and was struck by his poise and ability to navigate all the craziness around him. Considering he won't play varsity basketball until next winter at Santa Monica Crossroads, James' skill level is impressive and he's a dangerous jump shooter and alert passer. And going even further, perhaps the most impressive thing that Bossy wrote were the words of Amani Bates, the #1 overall recruit in the class of 2022. Because after Bates himself dropped over 40 points, he went out of his way to say this, quote, Bronny is going to be real special. He plays hard and he plays smart and he finds people real well. He's going to be really good. And finally, we have Gilbert Arenas, who recently trained Bronny and said, me training him, I can never take any credit for what he does because his son is going to be a freak of nature. The same genes running through LeBron are running through Bronny Jr. So no matter where you think he is right now is not where he's gonna end up. The kid is very special. At some point, he's gonna be a 6'8" or 6'9" point guard. That in itself is dangerous. In my opinion, these 3 scouting reports really sum up Bronny's game right now very well. While he is not the once-in-a-generation type athlete that his dad is, Junior has more than proven himself on the court with his overall skill. He is a great playmaker with a feel for the game that you can't teach. He's someone who always is playing with as much energy as possible, and as many people have noticed, he has a much better jump shot at this age than his dad did. Much better. However, just like LeBron James Sr., LeBron James Jr. has also proven to countless people that he is unafraid of the moment at all. It is not normal for a 14-year-old to pack gyms and be a nationally known name, but while others might crumble under the pressure that being LeBron James' son brings, Bronny has largely proven that he can ignore the buzz around him and is able to just play basketball. In my opinion, that is very impressive and is going to be a big-time trait going forward. Being one of the best basketball players to ever live's son cannot be easy, and being named directly after LeBron must be very tough for Bronny. LeBron himself has even said that he regrets naming his own son after him because of the pressure it's put on him. However, at the end of the day, the NBA is one of the largest professional sports leagues in the world, and that means night in and night out, there is going to be pressure. The fact that LeBron James Jr. is able to deal with this pressure as a teenager is just, again, incredible. With all of this said, however, at this point, we do need to address Bronny's height. Now, at the age of 11, LeBron Sr. stood at just 5'7" and was actually told by his doctor that he would only grow up to be 6'3". Of course, this was laughably wrong, as by the end of middle school, LeBron was listed at around 6 feet tall, and then by the end of his freshman season, he would finish the year listed at 6'3". This is very good news for Bronny, as I have to admit that personally, I was a little afraid that he was not going to grow tall enough. Last year, we saw Junior play at a listed playing height of just 5'10". Now though, it appears that his growth spurt is in full effect, and Bronny is going to be entering high school at a listed playing height of 6'2". A height that of course makes him tall for a freshman, a height that is going to allow him to compete at the highest level of varsity basketball, and a height that gives us all hope that maybe maybe, just maybe, this kid will actually grow to be at least 6'8". And if that happens, I'll just say it right now, Bronny is going to be a problem in the NBA. With all of this said, however, again, I just want to make it clear that it is very tough to predict just how good an 8th grade basketball player will become. I mean, we've seen top high school seniors such as Samardo Samuels and Byron Mullins fail miserably in the NBA despite the fact that they were ranked by ESPN as top 5 recruits in the class of 2008. Meanwhile, future NBA All-Stars Paul George and Gordon Hayward were in that same class of 2008 and weren't even ranked nationally at all, but just 2 seasons later as sophomores, they would leave college and would become NBA lottery picks. It's stuff like this that just goes to show you that in reality, a lot of basketball scouting can sort of be a guessing game. There are tons and tons of things that can and will change between the time a basketball recruit is in middle school compared to when he graduates high school, and from there, whenever he decides to leave college. These factors, of course, include things such as how tall that player will grow and how much work he's willing to put in. Luckily, from what we've seen, it does appear that Bronny will be an NBA-sized human being, and if his incredible support system from his family continues, I do believe that he should continue to work hard, and hopefully he does grow to be a high-level NBA player and does get the chance to play with his dad, because I think we can all admit again that that would just be awesome. That would be incredible, but of course there is still a ton of basketball left to play before any of that happens, so the only thing we can do now, guys, is sit back and watch. And that means there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. It's about to be the summer. The NBA is going to have so much content for me to make videos on. Trust me, if you like basketball, subscribe so you do not miss a single video. However, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and cue that music. By the way, if you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are going to love watching. All you have to do is just click on either one of them on the screen right here. And other than that, guys, again, have a great day and peace.